this did not come in for the person, who's in the conference center. It came in from a colleague, and I was crying after that. I was crying afterwards. I am serious. I was told, you might be charged for the rooms if this does not work out. And these were the people who I looked for support. I'll
scrap the part of that could anything that could potentially identify you. You know what I mean? When somebody says something and it's so specific, don't worry, I'll scrap it. That's an appalling thing to be told.
It was. And then I thought, at the beginning I said...
That means I don't have faith in you.
Exactly. So no trust in you. I actually thought maybe people don't trust me because, I don't know why. I just started, it crossed my mind, it's because...
How long ago was that?
It was last year. It was actually this January or December, so a year ago it happened. Exactly a year ago. So basically I was hoping that because I have built up that network, I'm going to bring the people, and basically we were, the network is international network, but it is recognized, and there were, fantastic keynote speakers that were coming, to give talks and all. So, so I thought I'm going to get some support, and then it would be seen as something nice, like something, we are finally opening up a little bit more to diversity, because we are teaching all about diversity, and then out of a sudden you were not that open, because you were not able to think that, you were not able to accommodate, diversity, like the people coming from all over it. So we had 163 participants, and they were attending 3-day conference, and I was chairing that conference, and it was I think worked out. I mean, there were a conference center in Marino, helped a lot, and the dean, the president, helped a lot.
The old president, the former president.
Finally, but I was even told, because I felt very insecure, because I was told this. I mean, basically the thing that...
how much would it have costed you?
A few, 4,000. So then they were telling me that I'm going to pay for the rooms if this doesn't happen. They're going to charge me for the rooms, but that came from the colleague, and then the colleague said that that's the president's words. That's what she said. So, but then we had a very sensitive president, so she knew that I'm actually, not that, I was kind of, I felt, awful after that.
Yeah.
And then she approached me, and then I sort of, mentioned something, and then she said, oh, no, you're okay, just do it. And then, after everything worked out really well, and everyone was congratulating, they finally said this was a
success,
and this was a institution conference. So then, in the end, it was Marina conference. But then I was not allowed to use our paper with with the, how do you call it?
With the logo.
With the logo. I was not allowed to use the logo of Marino. And then I needed to send letters, because we were accommodating people from all over the world. So if someone's traveling from bloody Africa, they need a letter.
For the visa.
So I was not allowed to do that. So then I figured out that I'm going to use our network logo and still sign my name. And then was bloody, and I had, my work doubled, because then embassies were contacting me, and I had to confirm.
So they created a lot of work for you.
They did. They did not realize.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I didn't know about that. Yeah. That's not nice.
How
did you, after that, keep yourself motivated? How did you after that have a serious think about what's going on?
Exactly, I did. And then obviously that happened. Then when the term finished, I started looking for jobs and applying for different roles. I decided to do it again after talking to a really good friend of mine who I had there, and she is in UCD now. So she would be a young academic, maybe a little bit more experienced, and then this is what she advised me to do. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to follow your advice. You're smart, and that's what I need to be doing. And she supported me, silently there, because she wasn't in the position.
I won't say the person's name, but did the IFP office know about this? That this was going on, or?
No, I must say that IFP, Brendan was supportive, but he was kind of, beside it rather than
his hands were tied, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't his thing, I suppose. So there's like he could not do anything really. So he doesn't know all the details because I was not going around with this on my forehead. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I kind of felt so bad after hearing it. I felt heartbroken. Honestly, I really did.
I definitely think what you're saying there.
And then I didn't even say it to my husband. Because I was like, what will I say to him?
Because he'll probably freak out $4,000.
Exactly, he'll be freaking out that I'm going to be charged. So I actually had to go on, knowing this.
If my husband came to me with that, my advice would be, you've got to leave that shithole. That's probably what I would say. I'd be thinking that. If that happened to me, I'd take it very personally.
I would. I did too.
We're only human.
But then I wasn't sure whether it was because I'm from a different country, or why wasn't I
don't think so.
I thought maybe it's
really?
Because I actually didn't know what to think. So this crossed my mind, and I thought maybe I'm a young academic. Maybe they don't trust me. Why would they not trust me? This would be a question. I feel like
what we do in Marino isn't known. I feel like we are over in an office, over across the way, and nobody really knows us.
I thought maybe it's because I'm IFP. Maybe it's because this. So I had thousands of those thoughts, and I still don't know what it was. So I'm not like, I don't know what it was, but it actually happened.
Yeah, it's not nice.
But it crossed my mind, like loads of things crossed my mind at that time.
Yeah.
It was.
How do you deal with those kind of days that are bad like that? How do you? Because you mentioned resilience loads. So how do you deal with those days? Because
I am meditating. I am in spirituality, sort of kind of connected to meditation and all that. So that actually helps me a lot, and I do yoga. Yeah. Like I did now, I sort of had a break, so I have to go back to it. I feel that I need to. I think these are the things, these are the mechanisms to develop, like practice. So basically you're able to distance yourself from yourself and from your job and from the external world. But if I was not able to do that, I think I'd lose my mind. You know what I mean? If someone is not, doesn't know how to meditate. I knew that. I've learned that relatively, early in my life, and I've used that throughout years. So but then that year I actually couldn't sleep. I was back on sleeping pills. Yeah. Then when I realised this is not going well, I'm sleeping okay this year. So it's not the amount of work. It's just the stress related and lack of security and not being valued that actually made me stress.
Their literature talks about challenge demands and hindrance demands, and I think all of us and everyone I've interviewed, we loved a challenge demand because it keeps us motivated, but some things are a hindrance. Exactly. And they're a block. They're just actually not good. And stuff like that, a lack of confidence in you, and then when you're not sleeping well.
Yeah, so I was having those moments, like I had before I finished my PhD, I've experienced a lot of stress, and I was on sleeping pills, had to go to the doctor for that, and then it started happening last year. So then I thought, okay, this is not right. This is something, it's too much. This is something I don't want. And then obviously I was trying to hide this and didn't really share with anyone. What do you say?
Yeah, I know.
And then you were like,
I know.
And then so, but finally it was
too much.
Yeah, it was too much. I think, So then.
Knowing that, it's absolutely no surprise at all why you would choose what you've chosen to do. But all along, even when you said it to me, I said, "Oh no, it's a no-brainer." The course you're going to pick. This is what it is you want to do. So hopefully, going forward, things will be much nicer. You kind of mentioned support there when you go home, financial support obviously, and then financial support from your husband. Do you think that, or do you feel that you get a lot of support and that support is absolutely vital?
But do you mean emotional?
Any kind of, could be economic, emotional.
But I had a great emotional support from my parents, basically. So I was lucky with that. And I think my husband too, you know, at times it was difficult for him to understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
And I think our marriage actually suffered.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think,